First, we're going to start off with this product here. It's by Art Naturals. It's an Argan hair mask, and really what this does, I use it, I get my hair done a lot, and I've gone anywhere from like a platinum blonde to what you see now, which is more of my natural roots up above. Oh, and by the way, any of this is good for men as well. My nephew would die for me to say this, but he's asked for some of this from me because he has longer hair, and it actually makes him look good too. And so this one is basically, it's a powerful mask. It's sulfate-free, paraben-free, it's non-GMO, it's cruelty-free, and it's hypoallergenic. And what it does is it'll nourish your scalp. So if you have a lot of color that you do for your hair, or maybe you just have the type of hair that's dried out, this is perfect. So what I normally do is I'll wash my hair with the shampoos. I'll show you that in a minute. I guess I did that backwards. Like I said, I'm learning. I'll get it all figured out. Anyway, and what you'll do is basically wash your hair first, and then you'll put in the mask. And you put in the mask anywhere from like 3 to 20 minutes. And so what I do is I do it for about 20 minutes, because since I have light hair, well, lighter, and it's growing out from COVID roots on to my natural hair color, all of the bottom is what needs the extra moisturizer. So this is what I do. I put it in, actually, I'll wash my hair, I'll put it in for about 20 minutes, and the 20 minutes is perfect for me. So I'll get out of the shower, I'll do a few things, I know that sounds funny, and then I'll jump back in the shower and then I'll rinse it out. What it's saying here is that it has an anti-aging wrinkle, and it's, that's interesting, isn't it? So I know that this Art Naturals also does face products, so I think what they have is some oils that you can also use for your face, but today we're doing the hair mask. And so this is a grade A argan oil, and it's cold pressed, and it helps regulate your skin's pH. It absorbs easily, and it nourishes your dry skin. So once again, this will help your scalp, and it'll really make it feel better. And now once again, everybody reacts differently to different products. So I react really well with this product, and I think it makes my hair feel so luxurious, but everybody's different. So like I said, I'm just showing you what I've tried and what works for me, and hopefully it'll work for you too. The shampoo and the hair conditioners here. So next we have, it's a duo. This is a duo that I bought. So it's got argan oil that moisturizes, it has a protective jojoba oil, it has a softening shea butter, and it also has a nourishing aloe vera. So like I said, whether you have damaged hair or you go out into the sun a lot, this will really help. And so looking at their actual product label, it says that there's no animal testing, no parabens, no sulfates, no phthalates, and no silicone or dyes. But it also says that it is vegan, it is color safe. Like I said, from my own experience, it does really well, and it's eco-friendly, and it gives you a clean rinse, and it's made in the USA. Ideal for all hair types. So whether it's color treated, not color treated, whether you have straight hair, curly hair, and so the curly hair, it works really well too. And I do have obviously straight hair, but I do use a hot iron to it, and I've noticed that this gives me a lot of the moisturizer, which is really nice. So once again, I told you it's a restorative formula, it's all natural, it's organic, and it really helps protect you if you use a lot of styling. Now, I used a hot iron this morning and a blow dryer, and although I just look like, oh wow, okay, so her hair is very simple, we still put a lot of damage if we don't let it dry naturally, and if we do things with hot tools, all of that creates damage to your hair. So you want to make sure that you keep it well. So it's deep conditioning, moisturizing, and it also washes away all excess oils, and it also washes away all sorts of dirt that may get into your hair, and it leaves you with a very shiny, pretty, sleek hair. And if not, I can move on to the next product. So it's basically a leave-in conditioner. And so once again, this is going, and you can see that some of the product is used is because I actually buy these off of Amazon, and I really am a consumer, and I really buy these things here. So like I said, what I'm trying to do is just help you shop Amazon better and give you some more information about what is offered on Amazon. And it's pretty much my life. Since 2003, I've been ordering off the website. So I'm kind of your little local expert. So once again, it does all the things. It's restorative, it's a leave-in conditioner. So on this one, basically what you do is you use your shampoo first, and then you go and you put on the mask. And then with the mask, you do that for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. And then what happens is that you put in the leave-in conditioner. So right after you get out of the shower, you've rinsed out everything that you need to rinse out, your shampoo, your conditioner, then you'll go to this one, and this is a leave-in conditioner. So you just put maybe anywhere from a dime to a quarter. I actually sometimes use a little more than that, and I use it at the bottom of my hair because this is all the damage that has, it takes forever to grow out of your hair. So mine is all the way down here. This is a really great product. You shampoo your hair, and then you apply a generous amount of the leave-in conditioner, and then you just comb it through your hair. And then you would just style. It's gonna help. I don't know about you, but I get a lot of frizzies, and it depends. I lived in Orlando for a while. It's so humid there, and that was nice. It would bring down the frizzies, but it made my hair really puffy. So this is just a really all-around good thing to put into your hair, and I recommend it. So that's that one there, and so we're going to move on to the next product. This one, it's a different brand. This one is John Frieda. So they also, and I put it in the carousel right next to it. Sorry, we're on the John Frieda. This is actually a purple shampoo. So if you have blonde hair, if you've been platinum, if you've been any color, this will take out that brassy, and it'll take out the yellows from your hair. But you know what I just found out in getting this off of the Amazon website is that you look at this one, they also have a blue crush, and it is for darker hair color. Basically, I'll just read the directions according to what they say. It crushes brassy tones for cooler, brighter blonde in one use. So just so you know, I have always been told by hairdressers, mine in particular, that anytime you use something like this, you don't want to use it every single time, because what'll happen is you'll get a buildup on your hair, and it actually has on their website to make sure that you wash it out of your hands, but I have never had a problem. It's never turned my hands purple. It's never gotten in my nails, but I have natural nails. I don't have acrylic, so maybe that's why they tell you to be careful. So just be careful with that. So they do have kind of a little warning about that, but I have never experienced it. So I hope that answers your question on that. I've never had a problem with it. So as far as the buildup, I've never felt that either, but when I go in and I've had to become more blonde for whatever reason, whether they're adding highlights or I've gone a solid colored platinum, they've always known. I don't know what the process is. I'm not a hairdresser, but they'll say to me, Mary, you're using that product too much. Not this one. I'm talking about anything like this. It says with crushed violet and blue pigments, this rich formula instantly transforms even the most stubborn brassy yellow and orange tones into cooler, brighter blonde. And actually, I've used other ones. I've even used the other brand, and maybe I can do a comparison someday. And this one has always done really well for me. I don't know if you can see it. Well, I don't think you can. This is natural hair, but I have a couple of tiny little grays in there, and that ends up, it kind of colors that as well too. It's not meant to be a hair color, but I think it blends. Maybe that's a better way of putting it, and they don't say that that's going to happen, That's nowhere in their product. That's just from me using it. So I hope that helps. Anyway, and then on the conditioner here, it says it restores and moisturizes bright, beautiful blonde. Our Violet Crush conditioner hydrates and nourishes all of your blonde strands. So it's safe to use on natural and color treated blonde. It's peroxide free and it's ammonia free. So that's important too. You don't want peroxide, because if you're going a lighter blonde, you're already stripping your hair of all of its natural oil. So peroxide would just take more of that out. Once I'm not a hairstylist, but this is really great stuff. I will show you on the carousel. They do have a blue crush that is for darker hair colors, so I highlighted that one in the carousel, and I hope that helps one. Okie dokie. So we're gonna move that out of the way. What do we have next here? Oops. We did that. Sorry. Short pause. Anybody want to ask me any questions? So now we're going to move on to the Art Naturals Thermal Spray Protector. So once again, this is the thermal shield. So what you do is you want to make sure that you spray this into your hair before you use any hot tools. So this, I'm going to read what they have here. Once again, if you didn't hear before, so there's no animal testing, there's no parabens, no sulfate. This is vegan. It's, oh my gosh, the writing is smaller. I have to look at this one. It's color safe, eco-friendly, it rinses free, and it's also made in the USA. I don't know why, but I had a harder time reading that one than the other label. It's just a different size. This one has argan oil for the silky hair, which we talked about. It's got the shea butter, which nourishes, basically telling you everything that I have already told you, and it's got a long list of the ingredients there. It'll revitalize your hair. And basically what they say on their website about how it works on Amazon is if your hair can't stand the heat, shield it from the daily damage of heat styling, flat ironing, UV rays. The argan oil thermal shield is suitable once again for all hair types, and it's gentle enough to use every time you wash and style your hair. So it's got soothing botanical extracts, and it helps rehydrate your hair and protect it from further damage. It has aloe vera, and it imparts a super shine to, once again, your luscious locks. And so I'm going to go on to our next product here. Combs are really important, especially when you have hair like mine. I have a ton of hair, but it's really fine. And what happens with really fine hair is it tangles really easily. And as I got older, I finally realized these wide comb hairs, especially like this one, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of has a break in there, so it's like two different combs, I guess, going so that it kind of separates how your hair goes through the comb. And so what I do, especially if you have a new one, you put in leave-in conditioner first. This is when your hair is wet and you have to get through it. Start at the bottom. But if you don't know that, and if you're having problems combing through your hair, this is a great thing to do. So get a wide comb and then start at the bottom, and then as you brush up, then it just takes out all of that problem, and you can comb through wet hair really easy. Amazon site, it shows that it comes in different colors, but you know, I think for the value, it's worth it. It'll just make your life so much better. As I purchased this one on March 25th, 2022, like I said, I am an Amazon shopper, and everything I'm showing you today, I actually use. And so I am going to move on to our next product. What is this? Well, if you're gonna do your hair, and yes, men and women can use this one. If you're gonna dry your hair, you wanna do it with a good blow dryer. And you know, Conair, this is also Conair. And basically what this is just saying is that it's fast drying, It's infrared heat. It provides uniform heat for fast drying and less damage. It has conditioning ions. It's a natural ion output, and it helps fight the frizz and brings out your natural hair shine. It just makes a difference. You know, my hair was frizzier. It kind of looked a little more damaged. And what the ions do is it just brings your hair down to a flatter, it doesn't make it frizzy, but plus you're also using your leave-in conditioner right, so you're doing things right. But sometimes when you're traveling, if you don't have that, your hair dryer will really make a difference. And so let me show you. It has 3 settings for heat, and then you have the high, the low, and the off. So now I'm going to demonstrate that. So please turn down your volume because I don't want to blow you out of the water as I'm demonstrating this. Well, I obviously can't show you hot, cold, or warm, but this is the low setting. And now I'm going to turn it to high. Your hair dryers, you always want to make sure that you're cleaning the filters. This one twists off right here, and then you want to take like a toothbrush, not your toothbrush, but you want to purchase one separately and just clean off these little lint dryers, and then it just snaps right back on. Same thing with this right here. This one's a little tougher. A lot of people don't use these. I've always used this. What it does is it'll bring the air to a more central, and I don't, you know, I'm not demonstrating a wide brush today. I should have, now that I think about it. These types of, this in particular, it makes my hair dry so much faster. This one is great. I love it. I don't know what else to say about it other than it does have a cool shot. Well, actually what the cool shot is for is after you've blow dried the actual strand, then you want to push on the cool shot as you're holding your tool, and then that's where the cool will close your hair follicles, according to my old hairdresser, and it will lock into place how you just styled your hair. So if you're not using the cool shot, give it a try. Anyway, so I really love this, and I think it's great. We're going to another hot tool. So let me get this out of the way. And so this one has anti-static technologies that'll give you less static and less flyaways, and that's why I used it. If I haven't hit this home already, my hair gets really frizzy, really staticky, and it just being a lighter color, I don't know that you can really see it in darker hair colors. You can always see the static coming out, and I probably see some now, but I've done everything that I can, and usually that's what I'll use a hot iron for. It's just to get more of the static out because my hair just wants to frizz. So I don't know how yours are, your hair is, but I get a lot of curly under. It's almost like a spiral underneath, and so I also want to get those two to pull those straighter. On the bottom here, this is a lock. I love this. I don't know, I'll show it from the side. I don't know if any of mine ever had that, but I love it because when it's hot, you can just lock it and you don't have to worry about getting burnt by the ceramic plates. I know that if you're over 18 years old, you've probably burned yourself once with one of these because everybody uses them, right? So anyway, so that's the lock on the bottom. It's pretty straightforward. And then over here is your power button. And then this is the low button, and this is the higher. And then when you plug it in, which I will do so you can see this, let's see, I don't know. So I'm gonna turn on the power, so you should see that there. And so now it's at 370. Sorry, it's hard to do this and show you. So it has the different settings, if you can see it, and I believe I can already feel it get hot, so I better be quick here. It goes up to 450. I'm going to turn this off. I usually put mine at like 410, so I would start on the lowest setting and work your way up and see what works the best on your hair texture. I would think that tougher, stronger, thicker hair might use the 450, but if you have really fine hair, I think I would start out at the lowest setting. And don't forget, that's why all of the heat protectant is so important. I really like it. You know, there's a lot more expensive ones out there. I think this one is really reasonable, and so why not get something that's reasonable if it works? I say that this is a good buy, so stick it in your cart, and I hope it works out well for you. And I hope I gave you some value in that. And so now we are going to move on to the next one. Here we go. We are on to the Paul Mitchell Dry Wash. So what this does is it basically gives your hair a little lift, like if you're not washing your hair every single day. And you really don't want, according to anybody that's ever done my hair, you don't want to wash your hair every day, because what it does is it dries out your scalp. So what this does is it gives life to your hair in between. And it's a fine spray. So what you do is you flip your head over and you just put a light spray of this, and you try to get it towards the roots, and you kind of rub it in. And what's great about this one is that it doesn't leave that dandruffy, dusty white look, which would be terrible if you had dark hair especially. This one is really good. I've used it for a long time, and I've tried other ones, and like I said, I think this one works really well. I love this. I'm going to set it like this because I don't know how else to put it. I hope you can see that clearly. But this is a white shower cap with blue trim. Now, these things are great. You don't even have to wear them just in the shower, but they're great if you're doing your makeup and you have a lot of hair and you just want it out of your face while you're trying to put on your makeup and you're trying to blend in on the side. Just put your hair up and put one of these on, and you can actually do your makeup a lot easier. So, but this is waterproof, and like I said, it comes in all different versions. They have multicolored, they have floral, geometric, they have all different colors. It's got a 3.9-inch opening. It is an elastic opening. I love it. I think I'll probably buy another one. So overall, the dimensions of this, it's 12 inches across. So they have different sizes. This one is actually an extra large pack of one. So they have different sizes. I think they have medium and they have extra large. I got the extra large because I have long hair. So once you put it up, it gives you room for, you know, whatever, that bun or whatever that you're putting on top of your head. So that's why I got the extra large. I'm happy with the extra large. It's comfortable. It's a double layer shower hat. It has a high quality PVC. It's waterproof, of course, to get your hair, keep it dry and not get wet. It's a cute look, yeah. So the elastic goes around the edge. It's soft and roomy. And this is my favorite. And actually, I could talk forever on this one, but you've been here for a while, so I won't do that to you. But this is pure Castile soap. I actually got this because I travel a lot as well. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but I think I talked earlier about sensitivities to skin. And this is made with organic oils and certified fair trade ingredients. And it says it's made with over 90% organic ingredients. Let me see. Anyway, so like I said, I do use this. I've been using Castile soap, I want to say for about 5 years. Because once again, going back to what I've already told you guys, I was getting irritated by everything. I am really sensitive. Everything's changed after 40, just everything. And you just have to go with the flow. Instead of suffering, you have to ask questions and you have to change things. So I'm here to say, change it and use this. This is great. So it's, you don't have to use much of it. So for example, you can use this for everything. I use it in the shower. I've also used it in my world travels when you have no laundry, because as you know, you don't always have a laundromat. Where are you going to wash your clothes? And what are you going to use? This comes in a travel size. I get the travel size, and you only need a couple of drops. That's all you need. And I guarantee you, it doesn't create the suds. Now, a lot of people say, but it doesn't have suds. It's not working. This is suds free. You will not see bubbles. And the bubbles are all manufactured Okay, I'm not a scientist, I'm not an expert at all this, but from what I have read, and I read a lot, all of those suds that you see in things, it's manufactured, it has things that are harming you, your skin, your body, your hair. You don't want all that. You want natural, and natural doesn't bubble. So this is terrific. So this is made with organic oils and certified fair trade, like I said. It's regenerative, organic, certified palm oil. And it has no synthetic preservatives, detergents, or foaming agents, like we already discussed. Our liquid soaps are made with plant-based ingredients you can pronounce. No, well, I don't know if I can pronounce them today. I've been having my issues, right? No synthetic preservatives, thickeners, or foaming agents, which is good for the environment, and it's great for your skin, like I just mentioned. It's 3 times more concentrated than most liquid soaps, so they say dilute, 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 and multiple uses for just one product. Oh, here it is. This is the list I was looking for earlier. You can use it for your laundry, you can use it for mopping, hand washing dishes. It's all-purpose cleaning. Wash your pet. It's safe, so you don't have to worry about harming your pet. And there's more soap per bottle, means less waste in your packaging. So I know we're all conscious about that, saving our planet and all, so this is really friendly in that regard. It's packaged in 100% post-consumer recycled plastic bottles. Dr. Bronner's is diverting discarded plastic from landfills and using an increasing demand for recycled plastic bottles. This eliminates waste and has a positive environmental impact. Ta-da! So with that, I will say thank you for joining me today. If I gave you value, if you've learned something, or if you just like hanging out, well, hopefully I'll help you shop, right? That's why we're all here. Please hit follow so the next time I go live, you'll be here with me. Love you guys. Take care. See you soon. Bye.